about the other actors.
Yeah.
Who else is playing in this? Who are the other two Johnny Cashes, by the way?
The other two Johnny Cashes, one is a guy named Todd Meredith. He's a real close friend of mine, and people in this area a couple years ago would probably remember if they saw him. He played Buddy Holly in the Buddy Holly story. Very talented guitarist. He actually writes some of his own music as well. Just a really great performer. He's really, after that one production of Buddy here, he's parlayed that into, I think, how many? At least 10 other productions of Buddy Holly as Buddy Holly.
This guy with the Buddy Holly.
Oh, yeah.
Does he resemble him? Is that kind of partly what
he looks pretty darn close. Yeah, I mean, he's skinny, wiry.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
All right.
He's got kind of kinky curly hair, too.
All right.
He sounds an awful lot like him. He does a great job. But also, he does a great job in Ring of Fire, too. One of my favorite, he does Boy Named Sue. That's kind of in a section at the end that is just a straight-up concert. There's no lines. We just do about 8 songs, just one right after the other. And he does Boy Named Sue, and he just does a great job with it.
And who's the other one?
The other one is Mike Long. I always want to say he's an older guy. He's 5 years older than me, so he's not that much older. He has a beard, and he plays a lot of the more fatherly characters in the show, and Johnny later in life. So I always think of him as older. But his kind of shining moments in the show, I think he does a great version of Man in Black. He's all dressed in black, got his guitar on him. Looks a lot like some of the famous pictures you've seen of Johnny later in life, with a long trench coat and holding his guitar. And he also does always a crowd favorite. He does Ragged Old Flag, which is technically a song. It's really more music in the background that Mike reads Johnny's poem, Ragged Old Flag, in front of that music. But there are a lot of really iconic images of Statue of Liberty, a lot of American flags, and people always go crazy for it. Just because, I think we still have a lot of patriotism in this country. And
there's war going on. So.
Absolutely. And, Johnny, that was another thing. He was always a patriot. Even if he wasn't for some of the decisions that presidents were making, or he liked a president that some people didn't like, he was always a patriot, and, that's another important part of the story. And again, Mike does a great job with Ragged Old Flag.
All right. And who is playing June Carter?
Again, there are 3 different women that kind of take on that role. One of them, her name is Maria Reith. She sings a lot of great songs. She sings one of my mother's favorite songs with me. She sings, we sing, I'll Be Waiting on the Far Side Banks of Jordan. That's what it's called.